When you decide to invest in a real estate syndication, there comes a time when you want to know which deals to avoid and which ones to pursue. Perhaps there are certain warning signs you should be aware of, or some crucial information about the underwriting that you want to grasp so you can make an informed decision. Hi there, this is Harry Nima Segara, founder of Nima Equity, and today we'll walk you through the data and underwriting considers in a deal, address some potential hazards, and assist you understand the basic elements of the commercial real estate industry and its prospective investment possibilities. How to recognize when it's time to pass on a property. When you invest in commercial real estate, whatever the property type, you'll want one that can produce the returns and financial security you want in the time frame required, with as little risk as possible. We generally seek for value-add transactions that would return a 14 to 18% IRR or internal rate of return within approximately 5 years. Red flags for real estate investors. To discover the warning signals, read between the lines at any time you're looking at photos, touring a property, listening to a webinar, or reading an investment summary. If you go on a property inspection and discover that the pool is closed during the days of summer, you may have questions. If the property manager appears unaware or unsure why the pool is shut down or when it will reopen, your worries should escalate significantly. It would not come as a surprise on this type of property to discover dissatisfied tenants and deferred maintenance within apartments or walls that may be rotting. Be aware of a property manager who is too quick to point out positive attributes and fails to mention any challenges or serious concern about operating costs. Now, it's crucial to realize that we don't choose projects based on returns only. We compare the amount of effort we'll have to put into bringing the property to market versus the amount of return. More work, also more risk, should always equal greater returns, and those returns should be data-driven. How seasoned commercial real estate investors look at a potential investment deal. Are you still unsure whether to invest or not? Let's do some math here. Take their last 12 months financials and make any necessary tax rate adjustments, then look at our going-in-place valuation. When we buy the property, real estate taxes, payroll, insurance, and administration costs usually rise. So it's critical to understand how cash flows will be impacted by our potential change of ownership. You're attempting to discover the potential value in the business plan while pulling comps. In other words, will the rent rate reflected by similar commercial real estate in the area be high enough to cover the costs of needed renovations on this property while still providing cash flow? Then the writer's sample numbers. Let's assume that after renovations are completed, we can charge an extra $337 per month per unit. Roofing, siding, kitchen and bathroom improvements, pool repairs, and replacement of all piping cost about $17,000 each unit. Increasing rent by $337 per month results in an extra $4,000 in yearly income. We divide $4,000 by $17,000 to get a 22.5% return on investment. When we look at returns on investments of 18, 20, 22% or more, we see that we're getting enough revenue to justify the renovations. The advantages and disadvantages of using bridge debt. Sometimes using a bridge debt approach might be a good option. Floating rates, no or minimal prepayment penalties, short loan durations, non-recourse money, and a higher leverage opportunity beyond the normal 75% loan-to-value threshold are all advantages of going with a bridge loan. The disadvantage of using this kind of loan is that they charge a greater fee. Bridge loans have more upfront and back-end costs as well as higher interest rates to offset the higher risk. Also, if interest rates start going up, like in the last 2 years, we'll need to pay much more every month on the loan. All considered, are the returns worth it? There are no clear standards for what constitutes excellent returns, and the market, economy, tenant choices, management expenses, taxes, just about everything is in constant state of change. For the last 10 years, cap rates were on the decline and were further reduced by COVID. Then when interest rates started to climb, cap rates increased quickly too, which decreased the valuation of these apartment complexes. Overall, each commercial property's prospective investment success should be examined in terms of risk-adjusted returns. You should always be comparing returns against the amount of risk your money faces when you consider the deal's class, location, and business plan. The higher the returns, the more risky the venture may be. When it's time to say no to a commercial real estate investment, now you know all about the initial phases of commercial real estate investing that provide us a simple yes or no to determine whether we should continue analyzing the details. If the property needs major renovations, higher risk, and we're expecting a 12 to 14% IRR, it's not worth it to us or our investors. So we move on to look at the next prospective investment. On the other hand, if we find a new construction with little to no renovation requirements that returns a 14 to 18% IRR, there's a good reason for us to continue our research. If you're interested in learning more about mindset, finance, and real estate, and how this can help you grow your wealth for the future, join the Nima Equity Doctors Investing Club today. The link is down below in the description. And finally, if you like this video, hit that like button below, share with a friend of a colleague, and be sure to subscribe. I'm Harry Nima Segara with Nima Equity. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon.